gives him
Fucking horn on this thing, man. It's super sensitive, isn't it?
Yeah, really sensitive. Clearly doesn't want anything.
What's that?
They clearly don't want anything.
No, don't.
People ask about the.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's warm, isn't it?
We are rolling.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, we're rolling, mate.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can start there or we can restart it.
Well, I think we should restart it. To be fair.
Oh, I thought it was quite funny just to let it go.
Fuck it.
Oh, it's... Dan's obviously bored in his hotel room.
Happy to provide the evening entertainment. I'll reply back to him better.
Say it's already in the spanking, mate.
Saves him watching porn. No.
I'm going to put that.
What saves him watching porn?
I'll put if he's got any fucking data left.
Are we meant to mask up?
I'm fucking on.
They're going to be right. What the fuck are they doing?
We'll have to start on that. We're in each other's bubbles, right? Or you, I've been in your bubble.
I like this because you can't see me going.
Right.
Oh, fucking caught me here.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of day it is you're watching. Welcome back to the J Collab podcast.
Hey!
We got our shirts and everything. If you'd like a shirt
Hoodie.
or a hoodie or a...
I'm going to have to do a switch around there, aren't I?
You're gonna have to do a switch around.
You see that?
It's not the first time you've shown me your rear.
Well,
Looking for approval.
100% British beef.
100% British beef. I was going to get that toad out of my arse when I was younger.
On your arse?
Yeah, on my arse cheek. You
Right.
know, the stamp that you got on cows.
What is that? Boom!
But yeah, as a toad, that oh dear.
Terrific. We're at Lydden Hill today.
Yeah, we've been at Lydden Hill watching the first rounds of the Five Nations Rallycross, previously known as the MSA UK Rallycross Championship, previously known as British Rallycross Championship, previously known as something else probably as well. Oh yeah, it's been a good day, hasn't it?
Yeah, apart from the curfew.
Apart from the curfew.
People here today are going to be a bit disappointed, aren't they? Curfew at the end.
Yeah.
Because of crusty old people.
Because of crusty cunts.
I was trying to keep this
No.
from being demonetised.
Oh yeah, because we're going to be fucking rolling in there because of it. Fucking hell, sorry mate, I forgot I've just killed your fucking early retirement plan there.
No, we've talked about our early retirement plan
Yes,
today,
yes,
but
we
we're
have.
not going to go into that.
OnlyFans. Hook me up.
Glad you fucking said it.
Stop making
We're in a new
noise.
truck.
We're in my new truck. Went to Wales yesterday. Got myself picked up a new work truck, L200. Well, I say new work truck, new to me work truck.
Yeah.
Not new to me. It's cool. I like it.
I didn't come in it today. I come in my wagon.
I hope you haven't come in it, you fucking dirtbag. The detailing we haven't done is only on the exterior. No, I'm right for this one.
The other cakes, cakes are
Unavailable.
not as nice though, are they?
No. I've got Monster. Citrusy Monster today. Best Monster available. Oh, Sonny Webster.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Banging.
Doctor, best monster available.
If you like Olympic weightlifting, give Sonny Webster a watch. Previous British GB Olympian, got banned for drug doping, but we forgot about that. Don't talk about that.
So you're going to big someone up and got done for doping?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Yeah, sure.
He protests his innocence, but it's not like Russia where they're just straight up corrupt and they're like swapping piss samples and stuff. Oh, that's fact. That's not even rumour, that is straight up
Putin's not going to be happy.
fact. The same as Kermit is fact.
Would you like to elaborate on Kermit?
If you want to know anything about anything that seems like an inside joke, message us and we'll tell you. Because because of
I can't give you a straight fucking face now.
because of reasons. So yeah,
Got a groovy turquoise band.
Yeah. Because
That was camping.
Because you're camping.
Samira, is it fucking hot in there?
It is quite warm in there, yeah. Let me open the windows. For sure.
Do you want to do a quick rundown of what's happened today? While we're here? Or are we just going to go straight into Sweden?
Do you want to know?
It's nice to come back and actually watch some actual rallycross in person. Being allowed to watch it trackside.
Yeah.
FIA, World RX.
Not so much.
We want to go to fucking Germany.
It's because you're a racist.
What? I said I want to go to Germany. I think go, hi-ya!
Oh, you can't put that in.
No?
No, that's going to have to be cut.
Just pixelate it.
I don't think that'll work.
Not allowing that.
No, you can't have that. The C word
You said cunt.
Yeah, that's all right.
Probably shouldn't share that too, then.
Yeah, no, the window's open.
I can't do the German symbol.
No, you can't do the German symbol. Unless it's a bald eagle, then no, you can't do the German symbol.
John Cleese got away with it in 40 Towers.
Yes, but that was 30 years ago. You can't even... we can't even get into it. We can't get into it. Because
We're going to do a rant already.
Oh no, we'll get taken off of YouTube for even talking about it, let alone...
And you think that? I'm going to get... I'm just literally fucking up your editing now. I genuinely thought you were going to punch me then as well. When you watch this back, you see me do that. Anyway,
He beats me.
we're behaved now.
Yeah, so where's my notes?
I didn't do any.
Standard.
I was enjoying watching rallycross.
Well, I would love to have enjoyed watching rallycross.
You was on holiday.
When I come back, I'd have liked to sit down, relax, just watch it. But no, I had to take notes.
You only finished taking notes today.
Exactly.
It's like a week later.
Because if I'd have been able to just watch it, nice relax, I'd have probably watched it Tuesday when I got back. Didn't I?
Good.
Anyway.
Anyways.
Notes out. No, you should have made your own fucking notes. Just to start off with, there's just some random little pick points I've got.
Well, like Kermit.
Like Kermit. Kermit was an afterthought, but Kermit's there.
I'm sure you wrote Kermit in there.
Yeah, Kermit is in there, but not till the finals, I think it was. Or semis. Not semis. That was an awful Kermit.
That was awful, yeah.
That was awful. Anyway, so we got a new lube sponsor for this year, which I thought was fitting for...
Fitting with lube. We're just throwing the puns out now.
It's puntastic, mate. I thought...
It's just easy to slip in there, isn't it?
It's just slipping straight in with a bit of lube, mate. It would fly straight in. Yeah, I was just... I made myself laugh at home watching... which I just thought it'd be like ideal for when Baccarood and Duran has to get dragged into Stewart's. It makes it easier for them to get fucked over yet again. So yeah, it's just it's top of my notes because it made me laugh, and it was... I saw it at the beginning. I think Coley spoke about him being this year's lube sponsor. Neil Cole Jakes, just as good as ever, especially about Cody being upstanding in his field. That did tickle me.
Yep.
Well done for that. Round of applause. That was, again, nicely slipped in there with the lube.
It's always going to be now, isn't it? See how many things you can slip in.
And then...
What's nice as well is obviously first time we've seen the World RX cars.
Yeah,
with all their livery details.
Yeah.
RX Cartel took the absolute piss in releasing theirs.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. It was only a few days, like 2 days before.
I tell you what, I didn't see Team Hanson's.
Yeah, they were about... People might comment saying I was wrong, but they were about 5-6 days before.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. No, I just don't pay
I know Kevin said there will be some yellow on there.
Yeah, no,
There's not much yellow on there.
is a little bit. That's a little bit. It's a little bit.
Just quick rundown. Timizanov car looks pretty much the same as last year.
Yeah, pretty much. Porsche really makes some effort.
Gronholm was very similar.
Is he still Mad Rock?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Sorry, that's gonna fuck up your audio, people.
RX Cartel. So I was just getting messages. RX Cartel with the GCK. I actually really like their liveries.
Yeah,
really like their liveries. Very similar to last year.
Yeah, yeah.
But they're smart.
Yeah, no, they do look good.
Uncorrupted.
Yeah, well, that's what I was having an iron at, because I'm not 100% uncorrupted at the moment.
Bilston, Markland's.
Yeah.
I think looks quite cool.
Yeah, Markland's is nice.
We're going to miss loads of people out. I'm just trying to quickly go through Hanson's and meh.
Meh.
Christopherson's.
Meh.
Meh. So.
All Inkles is
Standard.
the same they run in pretty much everything they race in, I think.
Yeah. Ken Blocks in the
projectE, yeah, he's cool. You expect great things from Block, don't you?
Are we touching on ERX today?
Yeah. Should we just get that out, because it was a bit...
I was going to say, might as well start with it, because there's not much to talk about. Really.
It's a bit disappointing, really, isn't it?
When you go... I know it's the first season of it, and they're trying to get people into it, which is why Ken's in there, let's be honest. Absolutely mental advertising for him.
Yeah.
Genius. But 3 cars?
Yeah, it seems like a bit of a poor show, really. And I know that it's hard to get people in the seats, and I know the world's gone fucking crazy, so the money's not there, and I know all these things.
And COVID.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean, with money not there because of COVID, and obviously that affected...
3 cars.
Obviously that affected thing, didn't it, Yanis?
Yeah.
Which allowed Extreme to come in and have a fucking hell of a drive.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in a minute.
But
I don't know, 3 cars just seemed a bit weak.
yeah, it seems like a bit of a poor effort.
But they do look quick.
Oh, they will be quick.
They look quick. They look quite steady.
Oh, I don't know about steady. They look like a handful.
Right, launch. They look a bit slippy slidey.
Oh, coming out corners as well.
I think block. Is it Q2?
Yeah, he spun in Q2. He got spun in Q1, and then he spun
in Q2.
Then he spun by himself in Q2.
But they've got the potential. People are either going to love them or hate them. But unfortunately, the way the world is going, everything's going to go electric.
That's it. And I think there is always going to be that certain degree of old heads will want popping and banging and the smell. And
you're going to miss the anti-lag. You're going to miss the sounds.
I know, I'm definitely in that camp, but if it's
you've got to be realistic
petrol
as well,
or nothing, I'd rather have electric. Sorry, if it's electric or nothing, I'd rather have electric.
Yeah.
You know, and that's... And from a lap timer's perspective, I think they will be very similar, if not quicker.
What'll be interesting is later on in the season when they run them together.
Yeah.
They're doing a couple running together, aren't they? That'd be very interesting to see the different times.
Are they still going to do that with...
I believe so.
They are still with the... His boots on there. Steady on, mate.
We have got people setting up camp around us. You know, have to take that out?
No, I can stand that.
But
I don't care about LGBT. We can throw some letters of the alphabet in there.
ABCD.
Yeah, I don't know, I'm not too fussed about them getting cross. What they're going to do.
But it's got the potential. I'm just moving on. It's got the potential where it could progress into something.
Yeah. And I think with the season under the belt, which is a shame they haven't got a full season this year, the cars have been developed more, and because at the moment I think there's going to be, like Rook was saying when he was in the commentary, they are completely different to drive because the weight is all over the place, the power delivery is completely different.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but they were saying electronic controller, which you almost use as the feel of the throttle.
Yeah.
Because it switches from front to back.
Yeah.
It's whole new.
Yeah, and for the engineers as well, trying to dial that stuff in, it's going to be a learning process as well as for the drivers.
Yeah.
So there's promise for it, but I just think this round was a bit of a poor effort.
Yeah.
But
we'll see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah, not writing off. It's just Come on, guys.
It's nice to see Ken Block back in the paddock, though.
Yeah.
Not just because we're Block fans, but the whole persona around it, the whole
and, you know,
crowd he brings in.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it's what he brings to motorsport. And I know there's, again, purists don't like him.
Yeah.
Because he's got money. Oh, sorry about that. So you're saying...
But yeah, when you did hill climbs and sprints, how many other people there were racing, had lots of money, and spent lots of money because they've got lots of money.
That's it. And, you know, so we're going to say next year at Le Mans, no gentleman drivers, no AMCAS. Is that what we're going to do because they've got money? They're not allowed to race in it? No, of course we're not.
It's bullshit.
Yes, as a WRC driver, he was never going to compete against Loeb.
No.
Or someone of that quality. He just wasn't, you know, it's unrealistic. He started his career in motorsport so late. You know, he was never, but to get to where he was, it's fucking impressive. You cannot take that away from him.
No.
So anyone out there...
And people will go, oh, he has to do it shot after shot after shot to get it right. Go and watch the documentaries.
That's it, and it's more about getting the perfect angles and all that. You know, be realistic with yourselves, people. If you're out there and you're one of his haters, be realistic with yourself about what he's achieved.
Yeah. And what he's brought to motorsport.
What he's brought to motorsport, how he's managed to do it. You look at the history of him, like me and Phil are both BMXers, or we were when we was younger. We were just talking about that. Can't fucking handle the stacks anymore. Well, he can't.
Sounds fucking battered.
You know how he built his company.
Yeah.
He was one of the first people who started out with DC Shoes. There was two of them. I can't think what the other guy's name is now. But you know, and he built that into a worldwide label.
Yeah.
You know,
he sold that. But this is where it's clever as well, because not only has he sold that, but his sponsorship, and he is the face of still.
Yeah, that's it.
It's fucking genius.
Yeah, the guy's got some smarts. You can't take that away from him.
No.
But yeah,
I know we went on a bit of a tangent, but I think it was definitely worth having a little talk about that one. The amount of haters.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Skate.
So I've just been messaging.
Rude. I'm distracted already. We've only been doing it for probably way longer than we thought we were. Fuck, we're on 20 minutes already.
You know, we said we're going to try and cram this into an hour.
I don't know if it's going to happen or not.
After tracks as well. I'm quickly going to mention after tracks.
Go for it.
After tracks seems alright. Carry on. Now, to be fair, it seems good. Monster have done something that you can watch after. It's bit of a sort of podcast and stuff. It's worth a watch. I highly recommend.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Make sure you finish watching this first. Don't fuck off before you finish watching this.
Yeah, we have more followers currently than After Tracks, so can we? I want. No.
It's all going to change, mate. It's all going to change. Do you know what I thought was? You know what I thought was weird? So you know they always bring up like the little headshot of the driver.
Yes.
Liam hasn't got one.
That's because he was late arriving.
Was he?
Yeah, because he was late arriving. He come after they'd done the. I was watching it all through the gram. They'd done all the driver shots, but because Liam wasn't there for the driver shots, he couldn't have his. That's why he was just a silhouette.
I thought he was a bit rage.
But I think the following one.
He did he? Yeah. Yeah, that was. I thought. I know they're like the cartel are outcast and everything, but that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Not giving it age.
Have you seen the cartel as well? They're not Peaky Blinders this year.
What is, yeah?
They've got all like Miami shirts and stuff on.
Oh,
have you not seen it? They've got all like flowery shirts, open chest. Oh, Doran had his chest hair out and everything.
I could see Doran fitting in like.
It's very Miami.
Yeah, Miami 80s.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Yeah.
And sorry, the way they introduced the cars. So when they released the cars, did you see when they done the reveal on the cars? It's fucking Jurassic Park.
Oh, was that? Oh, I didn't see it. Oh, I've missed loads.
I know. That's because you was away though, joining the 10-year club.
Yeah. 10-year wedding anniversary.
High five.
Are we allowed to do that? Oh no. I'm gonna have to set fire to my hand now and everything. I haven't even got any hand sanitizer in it. It's me trying. you gonna wipe a Jaffa cable? No, I'll definitely go with that. That's definitely contaminated. Yeah, so round 1. What we got?
Oh, look, I've done my notes.
Christopherson back. He's back,
Hmm.
and he's just natural. And he's just.
Didn't he end his touring car on a win?
I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure he did. But he's in the he's in the number 21 chassis, isn't he? From WRC.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, he's not.
And this was his 21st. Yeah. So we could have just cut through all of that, and then I could have just said what I was going to say.
Yeah, you're just going to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Timmy Hanson's still not afraid of contact. Nice to see. He's getting amongst it. Was surprised that Ericsson didn't use a Fiesta, and he's in the Honda, in the Civic.
Yeah.
That they used in ARX. He was so quick in that last.
We were talking about the Hondas earlier. I don't personally like them.
It's because you're.
I'm a Honda hater, so.
I was going to say you're anti-Rice, but you're not anti-Rice.
No, I can't be anti-Rice. I'm anti-Honda. I don't like Gaytech.
VTEC is good.
I think it's the fact that I've known too many people who have had Gaytech. Who are knobs. I think that's what it boils down to.
I know too many Subaru owners that are knobs as well. Who's that? That's Chief.
It's like two lost up.
We do like a confused dog head, don't we? Timo with suspension problems.
Yep. A lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people with problems. Duran with problems.
I know you're going to get it at the beginning of the season and stuff. I know we'll talk about it in a minute with some of the other stuff, but especially the GCK Bilston.
Yeah, I mean, what's going on?
They didn't want to blame it on the suspension, but you knew it was a suspension, and they can't really go, well, this happened when it's their brand new sponsor.
Yeah, and I mean, he had a couple of heavy landings, didn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that, well, even though Rook made a good point, it did look like that shot might have been on its way before that jump.
Okay.
Was that? So we'll be skipping ahead a few races there.
Extra back.
Extra back, and quick.
Very quick. We were talking about earlier as well. The Audi last year. Andreas' Audi last year. Obviously, he was quick. He was unlucky not to win the championship. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, all these reasons, all these things.
But I think the Audi looks quicker. It looks more dialed in. But then I don't know if that's more dialed into Extra. Then Larson looks.
Yeah, Larson. But he looked quick in it last year as well, didn't he?
Yeah. I don't know. That car just seems very dialed into Matthias.
Yeah. Well.
Sorry, also on a slight tangent. I know you haven't got it on here. Did you see that he took his mum out?
No.
Yeah, his mum. I think it was his mum's 70th birthday.
Okay.
And he put her in his car and took her on. They must have been doing some testing. Put her in there. It's on Instagram. It's quite good to go and watch. She's like 70.
Well, but I suppose he was racing when he was young, when he say.
That's in the family, but you just see this little 70-year-old lady going, oi, 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 oi.
Oi, oi, oi.
Well, she started saying that, and then Andreas commented underneath it, saying, and then Matthias commented, so I had to go on Google Translate to translate Swedish to English to see what it says.
Not Norwegian.
No, because someone put Norwegian on there, and they put, no, this is Swedish.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah, it pretty much said, Andreas said, oh, you need more gas going around there. And he's put back, did you notice my mum started singing the beginning of your song because she was going, oi, 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 oi. That's quite amusing.
Yeah, that's quite funny. Going for Mrs. Ekstrom. Mrs. Ekstrom Senior.
Lady Ekstrom?
I don't know if you noticed it. Did you notice the ambulances?
No.
They look like hearses.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
How have I not picked that up? Hang on.
Is you saw
I'm
them
gonna
on
have
the
to.
track.
I'm gonna have to look
They
later.
look like Ford Scorpios.
Yeah.
They look like estate versions of them. They look like fucking hearses that they did on Top Gear as well.
Okay.
I think Clarkson had it, and he launched his bed out the back of it.
Okay. No. Yeah. No, I didn't spot any of them. Didn't they do a Scorpion that had a Cannonzig engine in? There's a build, Ford Scorpio, with a Cannonzig.
Yes, yeah, I have seen that. Yes.
It's a monster.
Yeah, I think that was built in Norway. Isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's been built in Norway.
What else we got? You have to bear with us as well. We have been out for 4 months.
I'm going to try and be professional, but I wasn't really that professional to start with, so...
It's gone out the window and fucking...
This is just us. I don't know, I think that'll do for that bit. That's too far.
I was looking at the page and it just come up with a massive sign saying semi.
OnlyFans.
And I'm looking down there and it's saying semi.
So, GCK's Joker Lap strategies on point with Bachuska.
One day we're going to say that without going into song.
He managed to time it, so he come out and he was just like, boop, bang, like fag paper in between his bumper. Brilliant call from the spotters, and brilliant car positioning from Szabo.
Yeah.
Producer, sorry.
Just slipped straight back in.
Yeah,
That's because of the lube sponsor. It's
yeah.
like...
Yeah, that's it. He just glided straight in. If they didn't have that loose one, so they'd have crashed, definitely.
Yeah.
He'd have gone smashing off the gooch. He'd never have slid straight in.
Would have bent all the front end up and everything.
Yeah, he'd have been bent up. He'd have had a banjo in the passenger seat that would have been broken. It'd have been awful.
Fuck's sake. Oh, and also noticed as well during these races that EKS's Joker strategy and stuff was bang on for the first time in 3 fucking years. It was fucking superb.
It was absolutely bang
I
on.
remember watching it and going,
Well, because
3 years. It's taken you 3 fucking seasons to get that right.
Because that was in race 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Ekstrom and Larson pinched Hansen in, didn't they? And then Larson went Joker. Ekstrom got the inside line for turn 1.
And just
Yeah, was it turn 2, wasn't it?
just slipped into place.
It all just loomed into place, mate. Yeah, and it was just like they must have had that plan from the start, because it seemed like they got ahead of him, and they just both sort of
all their Joker strategies over the course of the weekend was superb.
Yeah, and
After after 2 seasons, 2 seasons,
mass frustration.
finally.
It's got.
But then GCK's strategy was there.
Yeah. There's a couple of bits, weren't there? Markland's had a couple of times where his Joker strategy was like absolutely spot on.
To be fair, I think most people's...
Yeah, I didn't see any howlers. There was a couple of howlers last year, and you looking at it cringing, going, "Oh my god, how have you allowed that to happen?"
Yeah, ECK.
And
EKS, sorry. There was a few of them. Like, we were screaming at the TV last season and the season before.
And I know it's easy to do Monday morning quarterbacking, but a couple of them were just like blatant, like, "What's going on?
What's wrong with you?"
What's wrong with you?" I think that was all. Timothy Mazzano overtaking on the jump. He was going for it like an absolute savage in his heat, where he had a DNF, didn't he?
Yeah, he had to make up for it.
And he was fucking on it like a car bonnet.
Is that when he was that Q2? Oh, I just poked myself in the fucking eye.
Don't do that, mate.
Was that Q2 when he come over like half sideways?
Yeah, fucking full send. I love Timmer.
Timmer's awesome.
Even if he is a shady Russian. We still love him. He's still great, eh?
Talking about shady people. Bennett was here today.
Yeah. Slim Shady. I really need to make more in detail notes because I think write down what I think is going to be relevant, and then I come to it and I'm like, huh? I think it was Rook was talking about the technical side of the McGanns and why they're so much more different to launch, where they've got inboard brakes and it doesn't quite sit properly.
Yeah, they were also talking about Christopherson's, how long his starting sequence is, and no one knows. Well, obviously people do know, but a lot of outsiders don't know why that sequence is so long, but it's fucking bang on.
It works every time, yeah.
It's just Christopherson. Sorry, but the geezer just... It's just awesome, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, demigod.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Just everything he touches. Like, all the racing the weekend, he was on pace. Now, the geezer hasn't done rallycross, what? Whole season out last year. Comes back. We know that car's good, but you shouldn't be that good. Coming back into it, you shouldn't be that good. You've got to be rusty. And he was setting fast times and stuff, and he still wasn't happy.
That's why we're just mere peasants, mate. Because we'd be happy with it.
Yeah. I thought I'd go on to that while you read some of your notes and knew what you were going to say next.
Yeah, I remember that. The Hansons, they did fuck up their Joker at that.
They did.
In Q3, yeah, it was well off. And Christopherson...
Is that where Timmy should have gone in like 2 laps before?
Yeah. Yeah, or they should have sent Kevin. Because Kevin was in P2.
Right.
And if they'd have sent him, he would have been able to come round, get in front of Christopherson.
Slow Christopherson down.
And it would have given Timmy time to get out in front. But
can we just explain, this is a week after the race that we're doing this?
Yeah. Yeah, and then Christopherson put in an astounding time. And you just
that's what I mean, the geese is just godlike. Just bang, bang, bang.
Say the bang, bang.
Bangity bang. That's fair, isn't it?
Call him a machine gun. And just banging away.
Is that it for Q3? Oh, that's another thing as well. Obviously, there hasn't been no Q4s. Everything's just Q1, Q2, Q3, which is a bit of a disadvantage, I think. If you completely fuck up in one race, you're fucked.
Yeah. But then
you've got to put in 2 decent performances.
Yeah, I mean, still got the new spinny selector thing.
The randomizer. Yeah. Noticed as well, they like to put it well. The track development was quite big, I think, as well.
Especially going into the final, but we get to that.
Suffocate.
You need to do the full moon, half moon. But no, yeah, there is something there to talk about on Q3. That last race was...
What with Hampton,
Gronheim, Exton, Larson, Markland. That heat was just non-stop from start to finish. And I don't know how Markland managed to win. But it was just like non-stop.
Is that the one where, off the start, as it comes to the first corner, Markland was up on 2 fucking wheels?
Yeah.
Because the car was literally...
Oh no, that was in the semi, wasn't it?
Was that a semi?
When he got... We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But no, they were overtaking all over the place. There was Joker laps flying in. It was it just seemed like carnage. But it was, if everything could be as good as that,
Yeah.
you'd run out of adrenaline gland because it was like non-stop, and then it was
Rallycross, mate.
It was
Rallycross is back.
It was what you want Rallycross to be. The action was so close and so fast and so intense.
Didn't notice too many people bitching either.
No, there was a couple of bits that had gone to Stewart, weren't there?
But
it wasn't. And I think,
one we were talking about earlier, which we get onto.
And there was two, because Markland got Larson drop points, didn't he? Because Markland shouldn't have been. It was in the semis.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think we were talking about that yet.
Yeah. We can move to that. Obviously, the only thing left to talk about there is Markland's car breaking its rear shock, and whether it is pre or post the jump. But still, it was gone big time, wasn't it?
He said the same about Liam. Liam had an absolute shocker. Not he had a shocker.
Just the car. Yeah.
It's very disappointing.
And it's
because we know how quick he is. When he was test driving for GCK before he went to the RX Cartel, was it? What track was it? Was it
Loriac?
Was it Loriac? And there's another one as well, wasn't there? What was the one in Germany?
Estering.
Do you remember that last one in Resting when he actually put a beast of a fucking time down? I think it was his last race in the car. I'll test him.
Yeah.
We know if that car's working properly, Liam can bang fucking times out in that.
Yeah, and it's just, and I just don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know if is he hard on the cars, but he doesn't look any harder on the cars than anyone else is. You know, they're designed to be abused, surely, because they're trying to.
I feel sorry for him, man.
I do as well, because it's such a big commitment.
Yeah, a lot of
money, time, stress, pressure. You know, family. He's got young family.
He's a good driver.
Yeah, that's it. And I know we're biased because
we're British,
and we're
cartel supporters,
and we're at his dad's track now.
Yeah,
you know, or his family's track now.
But he is a skilled driver. He is an aggressive, skilled driver.
Yeah, and when he was younger, he was really hot-headed, but he's calmed it back now, and he's grown, and I really want him to do well.
And he's a nice guy.
Yeah. And
so when we spoke to him, when he was here, he was a really nice guy. He had time to talk and everything, and that's what you want.
Unlike some people.
No names. No names. But drives a helicopter. Right.
Yeah, so shit. Just I feel for him.
Yeah.
I really feel for him. What was that?
That's my foot going like that.
Something just flashed up on my phone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just how I'm handsome.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still recording. What's this? Oh, that's a message.
Yeah.
I thought it was saying yeah. Semi-finals?
Yeah. Let's get a semi on. Let's Marvin Gaye and get it on.
Really? You gonna start singing Charlie Puth to me?
Yeah, mate.
Alright, semi one.
Semi one. Larson massively aggressive into turn one. And then
you say Markland or Larson?
Larson was really aggressive onto because it was the final that Markland was.
Okay. That's what I was getting confused with.
Yeah, so turn one, he's up in his door.
Oh, yeah.
And then going into turn two, he nearly spun him. I'm sure. But then, when you was looking at the reruns and it looked at as well, surely that wasn't enough to be given the penalty for. He was well inside him, so should it have been? It was aggressive. It was really aggressive.
Robin's racing on it?
There's a certain amount of that. Where's that tipping point? obviously the
And
stewards.
some pushing backward into a barrier and sprint. That's the tipping point.
No,
Okay.
that's allowed. That is. That's perfectly legal.
We're not sore about that at all.
We're not bum fucked by it. We could have done with a Lube Sport sponsor last year. I got violated. Yeah, you know.
I swear I lost more of my air during that race.
Again, you know, it was a proper battle there. What was that? It sounded like a chicken. I'm sure it more.
I think it's the dad with the daughter over there setting up the tent.
What did you do to her?
Maybe they're sponsored by Luke. No.
I'm
Trying
trying
to edit that out.
Nah, fuck it.
But you're still editing the.
Yeah, that's.
I can't even. I just literally going.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, and it's sort of them fighting just left Gronholm and Christopherson just to crack on with it, really. You know.
I'm not being funny. Once you've got clear air and you've got people squabbling and fighting behind, it's just easy, isn't it?
And Christopherson, you give him an inch,
And it'll take a mile.
and he'll take the win.
Yeah.
Not even a mile.
Yeah.
So if you can't, it seemed like if you can't get him off the line, then just you might as well just drive back in the pits because you ain't going to beat him.
Yeah. Pretty much
And
like 2 seasons ago. Who
Yeah.
was going to come second in the championship? There's no who's going to come first because you knew.
Yeah, that's it.
And we said as well, interesting about that as well. We said, I wonder how he'd be when he comes back, when he hasn't got the Solberg back in.
Yeah.
And we can say
Sounds
exactly
good,
the
sorry
same.
for the glare, people.
Exactly the same.
That was just about. I've just been round after.
What? Like,
Yeah.
is that because you want to show
Show your back off again.
show our new logos off? Fucking hell.
Your backside. There we go.
DM for details.
Damn,
Slide into our DMs like lube.
Slide into our OnlyFans page.
We're not getting an OnlyFans
we're not
page.
getting an OnlyFans. Well, you never know, might do. If there's enough interest. Times are
I'm up for making some money and stuff, but also my. So my Jaffa cakes are going to melt.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder where you was
More?
going. No, I'm alright, thanks, mate.
I'm very possible fun.
Yeah, and then in semi 2. What? I'm just reading, just checking my notes, making sure I understand what I'm going to say before I say it. And like you, just going randomly and busting certain shapes out.
What? Busting certain shapes out?
Yeah, busting shapes out with your fake tash and your pointing directions.
Carry on.
Carry on.
Send me too.
Ericsson took it to Kevin Hansen. Hansen left the door ajar, and Ericsson smashed the fucker off the engine.
There was no lube in that. That was pure ram.
That was going in dry. Yeah, he said, "Fuck the lube sponsor, I'm having it." But you know, you want him to be doing that. There was a crack, so he took it.
Yeah.
So you think, oh, fuck it. That's what he's there to do, isn't it?
And it's been done before.
Oh,
You know, everyone. We've talked about rubbing his racing and stuff, and when people got the right. If there is a door, you got to go for it.
you got to go for it. If you stop
You're not
there-
racing otherwise.
Yeah, that's it. If you don't go for that line, then you may as well not bother.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought that was fair enough.
I didn't think the Peugeots looked that quick anyway.
It didn't look that quick, really, did they? Not like last year. They seemed really quick. But yeah, this year they haven't. Well, in that round 1, they didn't look pure fire.
There's something not quite dialed in. I don't know if it's because they've been too busy doing their electric racing. I don't know. They got very into that, didn't they? They got professionals to help them and stuff.
They got professionals to help them.
Yeah, did you not know that?
Who was a professional that comes to help
One of
them?
the actual E drivers was playing with them for like weeks before.
Was he
telling
playing
them
with
how
both of them?
to- Yeah, like that.
Keeping it together. Keeping it in the family.
Well, they're from Sweden, aren't they? So they go skiing.
They go skiing together. Do they go skiing with your mum?
She watches this.
Does she?
Yeah.
I'm sure she doesn't.
It's a good fucking job, isn't it? Although if you do watch this, hi.
Hi, Mrs. Rossi. Sorry. I apologise. I don't really. It's all a joke. Don't take it personally.
We're just gonna fucking carry on now.
I know she's taking plenty.
Fuck's sake.
Oh dear. And then it just sort of left Extra and Hansen and Schneider just to.
The all winkle.
Yeah.
I think Schneider. I think he's underrated.
He's shows so much promise, doesn't he? He's had. Make sure I don't hit the horn. The horn's a bit sensitive. That. He's had a bit of bad luck mechanically, hasn't he? And it, again, like Liam, he's never really seems like he's reached the full potential of himself or the car. There's always been something that sort of held him back.
Which seems on pace this time. Like constant. It's like Balmanis.
Yeah.
Like Balmanis, the other seasons, like the last few seasons, has always been there.
Yeah.
Around about there.
Yeah. Well, he was like that last year. He got a couple of podiums, didn't he? I think last year. He was either getting podiums or the car was breaking it same night.
So this year I had the potential as well to be. What the fuck was that?
Pedals.
Okay. Very close again, but maybe. You finished? Such a child. You're meant to be the older one.
Yeah, and well, I put it at the beginning, and like, does this year feel like it's just going to be like Winter Rallycross? And I don't know if that's why I'm like, I've been struggling with my motivation, to be honest with you guys. It's being hard. It just doesn't. I don't know if it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel proper, or.
Now, coming from someone who's seen round 2, and obviously you haven't until in about half an hour when you watch it,
Yeah.
before we do the next one, because we're doing 2 today. I disagree.
But do you not know what I mean? It's like it's a couple of rounds and it's all just a bit. It feels more like a extended testing session.
What, not spread over the 2 days? Or just everything in general?
Just because it feels so rushed and there's only a couple of rounds and it's not like a proper series.
It gets better.
I know. Yeah, the racing could be good.
I don't know.
It's almost like there's not enough time for it to build, and they're.
I quite like it all in one day.
Yeah, but you have your pudding first before you have your main.
I like the 2 days. I like the fact that if you fuck up or your car gets.
Yeah, if you got
KO'd.
mechanical, yeah, you got a bit of time to put it back together again. And
But it's also very interesting seeing you ain't got time for that. It puts a very interesting aspect on it.
Yeah.
It's like you could have, let's say for instance, obviously it hasn't happened, but you could say like Hansen gets KO'd in Q3, made it into semis, but his car's fucked.
Yeah.
They've got to repair it the best they can. He's not going to have the full potential. Christopherson could do the same. Backroad could do the same. It's very interesting in that way of how good the mechanics are to get the cars back out. It happened with Liam as well. Mechanical issue, got it back, and then it didn't work out too well. I think it just puts a little bit of a interesting twist.
Yeah, I see. I'm not against it being done in one day. That's definitely not what I'm saying. It's like half a program, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I think everyone's just more happy though, aren't they, that we actually get to see some rallycross this year.
Yeah, I am glad it's back and everything. Don't get me wrong. But yeah.
But I understand what you're saying as well. Is where it would be nice to have a whole proper.
Yeah, and you can really get some winners, losers, your heroes and villains and stuff like that going on. But
Yeah,
is what it is, I suppose. It is what it is.
Rallycross is back. This season's not going to go down as the greatest season of Rallycross.
No, unfortunately, it is a shame where it had so much potential.
It does have the potential. If the teams stay the same, they don't keep chopping and fucking changing.
Yeah.
This season could be a season to get cars dialed.
Yeah.
And then the following season, on a full season, could be really fucking interesting. That's another way to look at it.
There is that, yeah. There is that, mate.
This is why we haven't really talked about much about.
Yeah, I've tried not to speak to you too much, and
just because he hates me.
Yeah, I'm just fucking sick of his bullshit, to be honest.
That's because I smoke 30 a day, not because I have anything.
COVID. Yeah, because so you lot guys wouldn't realise why they started. It started because me and Phil would talk when I'd be walking my dogs at like 6 in the morning. He'd be on a night shift at work.
I was finishing work.
In doing security, so I'd ring him and we'd talk about what was happening in the Rallycross. And he was like, we should record this, it'd be quite funny.
Yeah, this is what I've tried explaining to people who've asked before, why did we start it? It's not because we want to make money. It's not strange. It's not because we want to make money. It's not because we want to get a name out there or whatever. We literally started this, which has grown a little bit more than we thought.
Yeah.
At the moment, but we originally started this because we would talk for an hour and 15 minutes every few days after a Rallycross event, and we're like, why don't we just do this but on camera?
Yeah, that's it. And then other people can see our opinions and give us their opinions, and you know,
it's just one happy little community. It's quite nice today. We got recognised.
Yeah, 2 people came and said hello to us. And if you're watching this, yeah, we appreciate it. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. On to the final.
Final.
The rain. Just the rain come fucking absolutely nowhere and just nearly washed the whole track away.
Fucked everyone's plans up.
And you see the mechanics swapping wheels, trying to change suspension settings on the hot. See
all the teams going, what the fuck do we do now?
And then there was obviously the thing with COVID, where they're only allowed one mechanic in pit lane. Or not pit lane, in Parc Fermé. And then
rain makes things very, very interesting.
It can do, yeah. The track was so wet, wasn't it? It was so wet.
So we'll talk about it in a minute, but when the cars were going around, when they came around certain corners and stuff, it was literally just like going through a lake.
You do wonder,
how much do they aquaplane?
They must be all over the place.
Because obviously, we all know they slide. That's the one thing we love about Rallycross, is how the cars fucking can slide and angle themselves. But if you're aquaplaning, it's got to be like fucking driving on ice, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, it's when you're aquaplaning. Just even, like, I hit standing water going up to London on Sunday. I was probably doing about 65, and you can feel it pick up and try and take you off. And that was going like bang straight in a four-wheel drive Audi Quattro. And you just think, that's like nasty stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
And when you put like loose gravel and stuff underneath that as well,
and you got double the power, it is impressive. It's impressive how they managed to hang on to him.
Which could bring us onto the first corner.
Yeah, which was...
Well, we did briefly have this conversation earlier when we...
Yeah, we re-watched it and re-watched the final together, and it's hard because Markland definitely went in too quick.
Yeah, I think we both said the same there. The way he went into it was too quick. The way he turned into it was far too aggressive. And
I think it was, he had to turn into it so aggressive because he was too quick. And then
in turn bounce off the curb.
Which then, because it's so wet, he was a bit of a passenger. But, and you know, we are not necessarily the biggest Hansen fans, but I do feel like he was stitched up then, Hansen.
Yeah. The way Markland come round, bounce, and then when I don't think the hitting of Timmy.
Yeah, Kermit didn't mean to hit him, did it? It was just. It wasn't intentional.
He was complete passenger on that bit, but he shouldn't have come in so.
If he hadn't come in so hot, then he wouldn't have. He wouldn't have.
I think because of how hot he come in, I think that's why.
Yeah, that's it. You know, so any action taken there, you know.
If he didn't come in as aggressive, but still did do the same, I don't think we'd be talking about as much. It would just be racing. That's what happened. It was wet. It was slippery. But the fact that how aggressive he did come in, is why it's turned into a bit of a talking point.
Yeah, and he was pretty much.
And people can't say we're biased.
No, that's it, because anyone who follows us knows we like GCK as a team.
Like RX Cartel as a team, and we're both massive Backroom fans.
Well, and I'm a Markman fan back from like Euro days as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's a really good driver.
In fact, we have our favourite driver. Everyone's got their favourite driver. We have teams we like.
I'm Team Christopherson. Back in the winner.
You fucking glory spotter. But
where's my
you know, there's people like Timothy Mizanov.
Yeah.
Gronholm. I quite like Baskuska.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's an up and, you know, he's got the potential. You know, we just like racing.
We like rallycross, and I think
that comes out as well. I think people know that's what we like. Fuck me, it's almost an hour.
Yeah, well, we've done that anyway, haven't we?
Oh, bye.
It's the final.
Rest of the racing, you got to give it to Ekstrom. He was proper keeping up.
Yeah, he was with Christopherson, really. But it always seemed like, even though he did make a couple of little errors, Christopherson in the final, come out of, I don't know what turn it was now, come out of one turn, he'd just gone into it way too hot, and he come out wide. But you know,
Ekstrom closed the gap.
And
the Ekstrom Christopherson thing is lovely to see now, though.
Yeah, it always feels like Christopherson's just got a couple of little extra dials. He can just click it up a little bit if he needs to.
What? You're that close? Nope.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know. It's very, from a racing point of view and a non-biased point of view, the racing between them two was awesome. Yeah. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. You don't want it to be...
Two-time world champion, one-time world champion. Ekstrom shouldn't even be there.
Yeah, and it's like proper wild card entry.
It's like he said after this race, didn't he? He was like, I've got to speak to my wife.
And see how much a divorce is going to cost him. Yeah, I mean, for the first day of racing back...
We'll talk about it after the next race, in the next podcast. But I'm interested on how many rounds Ekstrom does this season, and if Balmanis will actually get to drive or not.
Yeah, or whether he's going to get the funding to drive or not.
Do you actually know why Balmanis isn't?
It's from... They suggested that it was funding issues. Don't know if sponsorship hasn't come through or...
I like Balmanis.
I really like Balmanis as well.
He was consistent as well. We said that all
yeah.
last season. We said he was always there, always in and around.
Yeah, definitely. Right, we done?
Yeah, I think we're done. Time you edit a couple of silent bits out.
Yeah. Right, cool. Hope you enjoyed it. Like,
it's nice to be back.
And we're back. Yeah, like, comment, share, watch the next one, where we'll go into some more detail.
Instagram, the Joker Lap Podcast.
Don't bother with Facebook because I haven't done anything with it.
I haven't done anything. Literally, our two social medias are Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
Currently.
And Spotify.
I haven't uploaded to Spotify.
You know, I played this, but I don't worry about that. Don't bother with it.
I think YouTube's a wider audience, especially with YouTube Music, the music thing now, where you don't have to get the videos.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can literally.
Do you have to pay for your music?
Yeah, I think so. There's a free trial though.
Free trial. Okay, have a try on a free trial. If you want to, I listen to podcasts all the time, and if you was to see me driving around, I'd normally have headphones on because I'm listening to podcasts.
Yeah, I don't.
I love listening to a podcast.
I mean, I found one that I find I can probably get into.
I'm not going to say anything.
On that note, we're going to go.
Go. Right, laters. Stop it for me so I don't have to do the old man face.
What do I? I can do it. No, I still look like a twat. Oh, fuck it. Oh, son! I can't
We'll
see.
turn around before the next one.